Have you really been to Africa? If you haven't been to Ghana, I feel a lot of people actually want to visit Ghana. Ghanaians are a very passionate people. They're passionate about a lot of things. They don't take light in Ghana. There's no light off. It seems like Ghana is always on their bucket list. Hello friends, this is James of the thejumzb. Thank you for stopping by and you're welcome. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Ghana, why it seems like everyone loves Ghana, why everyone is talking about Ghana, and yeah, all that good stuff, right? But before we go on to discussing all of that, let's just say a few things, I've seen a comment in my comment section talking about the fact that, oh, why are we always talking about Nigeria and Ghana? Are there no other African countries? There are other African countries, obviously. But if we're going to be honest, if we're going to be truthful, the most talked about countries in Africa are Nigeria and Ghana. True or false? True. In recent times, I've been seeing South Africa a lot in the news. And if you trace it well, if you check the news well, it's linked to Nigerians because there's been a lot of talk. Anyway, that's not why we're here. I also want to ask you guys, right? I want to know your opinion on this. So we know both countries, Nigeria and Ghana, are always in the news for one thing or the other. But for us as Nigerians, in case you didn't know, I'm Nigerian. And for us, both our good news and our bad news are aired in the public. Everyone hears about it. Everyone is talking about it. So everyone gets to know about it. But for Ghana, I've realized that you only hear of their good news in public. It's only the inner caucus, those who are indoors, that actually hear their bad news. Do you guys know that? Or have you guys observed it? Because a lot of things are actually happening in Ghana. A lot of horrible things are happening. But you're not really going to hear about it. Except maybe you are following certain Ghanaian news stations, you are in touch with people back home in Ghana, you kind of hear the inner gist, but you don't see foreign news agencies picking the news, you don't see other countries talking about it. Yeah, but if it's us, everyone is going to be talking about it. Why is that? Let me know. Ghana, what are you guys doing? Because actually that's my own opinion. I may be wrong. If you think I'm wrong, let me know in the comment section. But I actually think that we only get to hear about your good news, what is nice, what is happening, all the roses and petals and diamonds and rainbows and beautiful things, but we hardly ever hear about the bad news, like what is happening. We people talk about it, but not as often. People don't dwell on it like they dwell on our own news. Let me know in the comment section why that is so. But anyway, I just thought to drop that and let's start this video with a conversation. If you're watching me for the first time and you're not really sure who I am, you're not sure why I'm talking about Ghana, anything like that. I'm Nigerian, born and raised, currently living in the US. However, I lived briefly in Ghana. Not briefly, still a while. I lived in Ghana for some time. So yeah, and I have Ghanaian relatives, I have Ghanaian friends, I have Ghanaians in my life. I've always had Ghanaians in my life actually. I've said this several times. Growing up, I've always had Ghanaians around me that I didn't even actually know they were Ghanaians. That's interesting. I actually didn't know. But yeah, right. I just thought to say that just in case you're wondering, what's the relationship? That's the relationship. And I am Ghanaian by association. Here are some of the reasons I believe everyone is talking about Ghana, or why Ghana is in the news a lot, or why it's as if Africa is Ghana, 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 right? Nigeria is there. Nigeria is there. We're there. But when it comes to tourism, everyone is always talking about Ghana. One of the reasons is I think everyone who wants to visit Africa, who wants to explore Africa, could be African, could be a foreigner, anyone who wants to explore, oftentimes they start with Ghana. Correct me if I'm wrong. Or let's not, okay, some start with Ghana while a lot of others hope to visit Ghana, right? It's on their bucket list. Let's put it that way. So if for those who are trying to explore, who are trying to travel around, see Africa, see how beautiful the continent is, it seems like Ghana is always on their bucket list. The internet hasn't also made it better because everyone who visits always documents their experience. Everyone always talks about the country. People who go there, they always have something to say. They vlog and all of that. So yeah, it sort of just puts the country out there. So when you check your YouTube, you Google Ghana, a lot of resources are there for you to consume. YouTube, Google, anywhere. If you just Google Ghana, there are resources there for you to consume, for you to digest, right? And get informed about the country. So everyone who visits documents. Just imagine 50 people visiting the country in, let's just say, December, and 50 of them are documenting and uploading and putting it on Instagram, on TikTok, and all of that. Just imagine that. That's enough publicity for the country, don't you think? So, with regards to even publicizing the country in the first place, when you go to Ghana, like I said, I'm Nigerian, I lived in Nigeria and I lived in Ghana. Vlogging isn't that easy in Ghana, but it's a bit better, if you understand what I mean. People are oftentimes willing to appear on your camera. You guys have seen my videos. You've seen some of the videos I did on the streets. I'm sure you've seen videos of people in the marketplaces. I think people are willing to let you vlog them, let you record them. I think people are a bit, that is not entirely the case, if you get my point. There's still some people who are very reserved, conservative. They don't want their face on the internet. I mean, we have people everywhere like that. But I feel like it's very possible to have a very stress-free vlogging experience in Ghana. It depends. It depends on where you are. It depends on who you are. It also depends on your manner of approach and all of that. So I think that's what makes it easier for people to document their experiences and put it on the internet in the first place for people to see. So I think that the vlogging experience in Ghana is somewhat okay. It's not bad. I mean, nobody's going to really harass you. I mean, you have to be mindful of your environment as well. So nobody's really going to harass you. Oh, don't vlog this, don't do this. Oh, why are you carrying the camera? No, no, no. Nobody's going to do that. So I guess that's also another reason maybe people come and people are able to document. Another big one that has put Ghana on the map is the year of return. A lot of Africans in diaspora are trooping to Ghana just because the country opened their doors to people who are seeking to find some identity back home. Ghana made it possible for people to trace their roots, to know that this is where they come from and they are welcome to come and settle there, if you get what I'm saying. So the year of return has actually opened the door for more and more people to come into the country. So a lot of people are now trooping in. It's not just Africans, right? Even other nationalities are trooping to even see. Let's even go and see what these people are talking about. Let's even go and see what people are enjoying in this Ghana. Do you get it? So yeah, I think the year of return has contributed immensely to the influx of visitors to Ghana or residents, the influx of tourists to Ghana. I've also seen that more and more businesses are opening branches, they are opening outlets in Ghana, right? So it seems to me that the Ghana market is good, could be good, depending on what you're doing, depending on your business. But I think it's worth the try. It's worth giving a try to open a branch or to open the business itself as the headquarters or whatever. But I've seen that a lot of people are now going to Ghana to open and starting new businesses. You get it? Like I mentioned in the introduction, I said that Ghana has its own issues, a lot of issues actually. There are a lot of things going on in the country at the moment. But you're not going to hear it outside. That's why when I have conversations with people about some of my experiences in Ghana, telling them a few things, and they're like, oh, they didn't even know that kind of thing existed, or it can happen in Ghana, or anything like that. So people don't really know until they go and experience it. For instance, the lighthouse situation. Well, growing up, we've always known, well, I think it's still the case. We've always known that they don't take light in Ghana. They don't, there's no light off. But in recent times, I think now is better. But a few months back, this year, there was doomsaw issue. They used to take the lights, there was lights off and all of that. So if you don't know, if you don't go to experience it, you won't know, right? Until, or maybe someone tells you you're right. But I mean, sometimes you have to go to experience it yourself. So things like this, you will not hear it out. You will not hear anybody talking about it outside, except you ask or you go into the country to experience it for yourself. So I don't know how you guys have done. Your PR is pretty good, I guess. Or it could also be the fact that people only see the good side of Ghana, which is good for you. Another reason I feel a lot of people talk about Ghana is the fact that Ghanaians are a very passionate people. They're passionate about a lot of things, especially their culture, their traditions, their things they believe in, their way of doing things. That's culture, yeah. Way of life, right? So I think that because they are very passionate, so when you go there, you'd be able to experience how passionate they are, and they take their identity very, very seriously. Ghanaians, hey, they don't joke with who they are, or they don't joke with who they are. So I think that because of the way they are, and people are able to document, I still go back to the first few points. People are able to document it. So people are now seeing that, oh, is this really how Ghanaians are? Oh, Ghanaians are like this, they're like this, this is how they do their things, this is how their food is, this is how their culture is, this is how their dressing is, and all of that. So I think when people see that, they tend to want to know more, and then they're like, okay, let's come, let's experience, let's see what you guys are seeing. I actually think that because they are very passionate, they they get a lot of traffic, if you get what I'm saying. Yeah. Would it be safe to say that Ghana is the abroad of Africa? Is that it's that country that everyone wants to go to? I mean, not everyone, but I feel a lot of people actually want to visit Ghana. Let me know in the comment section. If you're not Ghanaian, you've never been to Ghana, and you're hoping, oh, because of all the videos that people are making online, you want to visit. You want to even see what these people are talking about. You want to even hear what these people are talking about. Let me know in the comment section. Let me know if this is your situation. If as a result of what you're seeing online, you also want to experience it. It's like if you tell somebody, oh, I'm going to explore Africa, and they've not been to Ghana, you're like, have you really been to Africa if you haven't been to Ghana? So let me know in the comment section what you guys think. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video.